The Anglo-Saxon model or Anglo-Saxon capitalism is a capitalist model that emerged in the 1970s, based on the Chicago School of Economics. However, its origins date to the 18th century in the United Kingdom under the ideas of the classical economist Adam Smith. Characteristics of this model include levels of regulation and taxes being low, and the public sector providing fewer services. It can also mean strong private property rights, contract enforcement, and overall ease of doing business as well as low barriers to free trade. Disagreements over meaning. Proponents of the term Anglo-Saxon economy argue that the economies of these countries currently are so closely related in their liberalist and free market orientation that they can be regarded as sharing a specific macroeconomic model. However, those who disagree with the use of the term claim that the economies of these countries differ as much from each other as they do from the welfare capitalist economies of Northern and Continental Europe. The Anglo-Saxon model of capitalism is usually contrasted with the continental model of capitalism, known as Rhine capitalism, the social market economy or the German model, and is also contrasted with Northern European models of capitalism found in the Nordic countries, called the Nordic model. The major difference between these economies from Anglo-Saxon economies is the scope of collective bargaining rights and corporatist policies. Differences between Anglo-Saxon economies are illustrated by taxation and the welfare state. The UK has a significantly higher level of taxation than the US. Moreover, the UK spends far more than the US on the welfare state as a percentage of GDP and also spends more than Spain, Portugal, or the Netherlands. This spending figure is however still considerably lower than that of France or Germany. Although the term refers to the macroeconomics of Anglo-Saxon countries, it does not apply exclusively to English-speaking countries. The economies of Spain, Greece and some of the newer members of the EU are regarded by some as non-English-speaking examples of Anglo-Saxon economies. In northern continental Europe, most countries use mixed economy models, called Rhine capitalism, or its close relative, the Nordic model. The debate amongst economists as to which economic model is better circles around perspectives involving poverty, job insecurity, social services, and inequality. Generally speaking, advocates of Anglo-Saxon capitalism argue that more liberalized economies produce greater overall prosperity, while defenders of continental models counter that they produce lesser inequality and lesser poverty at the lowest margins. Bibliography. Reginald Dale. Japan is transforming its economy. Thinking Ahead. Commentary. Retrieved 7 April 2008. Joe Urges, Christian, Strath, Bo, Wagner, Peter. The Economy as a Polity. The Political Constitution of Contemporary Capitalism. Rutledge Cavendish. p. 227. ISBN 1-84472-070-5. Mitchell, William, Muisken, Joan, Van Veen, Tom. Center of Full Employment and Equity, Growth and Cohesion in the European Union. The Impact of Macroeconomic Policy. Edward Elgar Publishing. p. 250. ISBN 1-84542-611-8. Jürgen Reinhardt. Showtime for Sarkozy. Economic Policy. Retrieved 7 April 2008. Richter, Eberhard, Fuchs, Ruth. Rhine Capitalism, Anglo-Saxon Capitalism and Redistribution. The Future of Social Security Systems. Indie Media UK. Retrieved 4 July 2008. Sapir, André. Globalization and the Reform of European Social Models. JCMS. Journal of Common Market Studies 44. 369-390. DOI 10.1111, J 1468-5965, 2006.00627, X. Retrieved 6 April 2008. Steve Schifris. Blow to EU Economic Reform Hopes. Business. Retrieved 7 April 2008.